Well, I'm really excited about this moment. I don't know if this has ever been done before in the history of the world. We're going to sit down with a Baltimore Squeegee boy, get to know him, see how we can help, and see if there's anything we can do to help make a positive difference. So I want to encourage you to really just take a second and see if there's something you can pick up from this conversation. What one thing can we take to make the world a better place?
Come in open-minded.
Open-minded. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DEZ.
I just came for the coffee.
Cheers, boys.
Yeah.
Today's guest is super special. I don't want to waste much time bringing her on. Give me a little test, Grandma.
Yes.
That sounds perfect. She's got the best mic out of all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another episode. This is Questions Over Coffee. I'm your host, Mitchell Goldstein. I'm with my co-host, Christian Sump.
What up?
What's going on, bro? What's going on in your world?
A lot, bro. March is busy.
March is busy. You got
Son's
some birthdays.
birthday,
Yeah.
Maddie's birthday.
Okay, so son, CJ, right? How old?
Yeah, turning 6.
Yeah.
Turning 6. Doing the Shadowland deal next weekend.
Okay.
Laser tag.
I'll be there.
That's where every one of my birthday parties was as a kid. Like literally till I turned probably 17 now.
Okay. Yeah, so laser tag in our neighborhood, that was pretty serious. If you were going to laser tag, that was like advanced when we were young.
Yeah.
That was the spot. So
Yeah,
it's cool now going back as an adult, taking your kids and, Erica's kids, and it's just going to be a bunch of fun. Whole lot of family coming together. And then Maddie's got a birthday coming up end of the month too. Shout out Maddie. Thank you for helping make this possible by watching the kids and just always being in our corner.
Yep. Yeah, she turns 37. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, she turns 27 though.
Okay.
So she's
how's she dealing with it?
She's fine, man. She's 4 years younger than me. She can relax.
Yeah.
She's 5 years younger than me, I think. She might only be turning 26. She might kill me for this.
You might want to check that before you came on here today. Well, we won't waste any more time, but Maddie, happy birthday. CJ, happy birthday. We're looking forward to celebrating it with you. Our next guest is a recommendation from our second guest, Sheena Sadum. So one of my favorite questions that I want to make sure I more regularly ask: who's someone we should interview? Who's someone we should bring on? So Sheena Sadum gave us the name instantly of a lady named Mary Schroth. So Mary is a top 1% realtor in the DMV. She's incredible at what she does, but she spends her free time serving Baltimore Youth. We're filming in Baltimore City today. I'm from Baltimore. This is our hometown, and it's really special to see somebody really doing the work that's needed, the roll up your sleeves, help where help is needed. So she serves the Baltimore Youth, and we got a special guest today. She's brought DEZ with her as well. We're going to save him for a little later in the show. We want to get to know Mary, but DEZ is a squeegee boy here in Baltimore, where some people might have a controversial opinion while others want to understand. So we're hoping to
explain what that is. Explain what
a squeegee boy is.
Explain what that is.
So for those that don't know, if you're not from Baltimore, a squeegee boy is a guy or girl, but it's typically a boy that is on a corner at a red light, and they're out there with window cleaning materials. So like a squeegee, like you'll see at the gas station, when you're pumping your gas, how you can kind of clean your own windshield. These guys will go out to try and create their own entrepreneurship, their own source of income. And they'll go out there trying to clean windows. And I think that it's somebody trying to better their future. But there's also that controversial side where there is some like fear and crime associated with some people have been hurt in that situation. So I want to kind of shed a little bit of light on that and see if there's anything we can do to try and support these guys who are just trying to work, and also shed some light to the people who may be scared of the situation on like, how is there a way to find middle ground? Like, what can we do to all come together? So we're not going to waste any more time. We're super excited for our next guest. We're going to bring her on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mary Schroth. Welcome, Mary.
Welcome.
Hi.
First off, this is Questions Over Coffee, so cheers. I can help you with the headphones as well.
I should have practiced this.
We should have prepped you.
All right, let's see.
Cool.
You got it.
Welcome. Cameras look good. Everybody's good on the back end. Audio's all good. Awesome. Mary, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So I did a little research on you, a little Facebook stalk.
Okay.
And one thing I got from you
Always a good
instantly, and it was such a cool takeaway. You were looking to find a birthday cake for one of these kids that we just kind of highlighted in the introduction a little bit. And what I took from your post wasn't that you were out looking for a carrot cake for somebody who didn't always experience great birthdays with cake. You were willing to go anywhere in Maryland. Your post said, anywhere in Maryland, where's the best birthday cake? Carrot cake specifically. And I said, when I read that, I'm like, oh man, that's condition of the heart. So where did that stem from? Like, were you born with that, or has that developed over these years?
Good question. I haven't thought that far back. There we go. How's that?
You're good.
Better?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. How's your headphones? You want your volume up?
No, I think it's good.
Is that better or worse? I just turned it up a little bit.
It's fine.
Cool.
It's cool.
All right. Let me know if you need an adjustment.
Okay. Tell me if I need to switch anything. I don't know. I guess I was born with it, but I think I've had a lot of discoveries the last 3 to 4 years about the youth in Baltimore, which of course, you're going to find in other cities as well. And God's just really put it in my heart to serve. So I don't know how to answer that question, but birthday cakes was one of the things that I realized seems like something small, but it matters, right? Like when you're recognized on your birthday, that's a statement that you're loved and that people see you. And I discovered a lot of the youth, they don't get birthday cakes. Like that's just the norm, right? For most folks. And there are kids that have never gotten a birthday cake before. And it's just something special to say we see you and we love you and we care.
Now, did you grow up in a family where birthdays were celebrated?
Yes.
So you know the good side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe you're just trying to take that light, which you do know, and show it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Because I know it makes a tremendous impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really
I'm
does.
happy to.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. So why Baltimore? Are you from here?
No.
Where are
I
you
grew
from?
up in Montgomery County.
Okay.
And it's funny because
MoCo.
There's still some confusion. Sometimes I'll hear some of the youth talk about the city, and my brain naturally goes to DC because I grew up in MoCo, right?
Okay.
So really, I didn't know much about the city of Baltimore. And then Sheena, the agent, who's amazing and leader that you're talking about, invited me to come out for a shower truck that she was building in the city for the homeless. And it just, my eyes, were opened to what's going on in the city.
How'd you meet Sheena?
Sheena and I met at Keller Williams. So
Cool.
we're both part of KW. Yeah.
Okay.
And we just stayed in touch for years.
Okay, that's funny. There's like a common theme. So for people that don't know, who aren't realtors in the industry, KW agents care. KW Cares is legit.
Yeah,
That's a real thing. So I haven't even expressed this. I'm a Keller Williams agent as well. Yeah, so I'm a real estate agent. Have been. This is my 10th year as being a realtor.
Yeah.
I don't advertise it. I do friends and family. I help them out, but I'm not out there looking for cold leads, knocking on doors, going after expireds and withdrawals or anything like that. But I've always resonated with the Keller Williams message.
Yes.
And it's funny that, that you're with KW. It makes so much sense. The condition of the heart really is permeated through that culture.
Yeah. There's something special there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So do you have any experiences like that you want to share with serving in Baltimore? Like I know we brought DEZ today and we're going to get to know DEZ. Maybe you could talk about maybe how you guys met or how you got started in serving. I know you do birthday cakes, but you do a lot. And like, how do you kind of pick what you do or what got you started into it?
Yeah. I was actually supposed to meet somebody to take him to a Halloween event that I met at the shower truck. They didn't show up. And I was like, you know what? I drove all the way out here. I'm going to have something good come out of this day. And Sheena had told me about some of the youth who squeegee. And I was like, I'm going to go get some food and bring some of these young men some food. And I was astounded by the joy that something small, like a breakfast sandwich from McDonald's, brought to these young men. And I said to myself, like, if you're out in the burbs and you tried to approach a young adult with a sandwich that didn't know you,
they wouldn't eat it.
Right. They'd be running like a crazy person. And so I just started, asking questions. And I asked my husband to come out with me the next weekend. And that's kind of where it built, where most weekends we were bringing food out to the youth who squeegee and, really just saying, we see you, we care about you. And then Samantha came to work with me and she was like, we could ask him more questions and like go deeper with this, right? Because we want to have a significant impact. So we really just started stopping and chatting, and DEZ is one of the amazing young men that I had the privilege of meeting, and it's just grown and blossomed from there.
Awesome. Now, I heard you say significant impact, like wanting to have that.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
So I don't have it all figured out yet, but I very much want to have a model or a system that you could take nationally that creates work opportunities where they wouldn't otherwise exist. So, for example, another young man a year and a half ago was coming in and interning with us and doing different things in the real estate sector that we needed help with. So I don't have it figured out yet, but I know it's going to be big. It needs to be.
Where do you need help?
Everywhere. Well, in terms of, I need help figuring it out, for sure. How to scale.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So anybody listening on the back end, if there's something you can do to help Mary, please get in touch with us. If you resonate with her message and what she's trying to do, and if you can provide support in any way, please reach out in the comments. We can get you in touch with her, but it takes a whole village, and I love what you're doing. So if we can help in any way, don't be afraid to ask us also.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you can do big things. Like we got to partner last year with the city, and I thought it was a crazy idea, and sure enough, it wasn't. We got to take 10 youth, anyways, out to West Virginia for an overnight trip. I mean, cool. The sky's the limit, like you said. So thank you for putting it out there.
Yeah, for sure. No, thank you for putting it out there. We're just trying to amplify it for you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So being a woman, a white woman, going into Baltimore City to serve the youth there, sometimes you might get a little nervous, I'm guessing. Or is that just something you blindly go into without fear?
Good question.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, I was nervous because I didn't know what I didn't know. I was in a different environment. But gradually, I got comfortable once I, started to really get to know the youth. I can even remember one time with DEZ. I don't know if you're going to remember this, DEZ, but I can remember where I had parked and I was getting out to talk to him, and then I saw someone coming out of nowhere, approaching, and I was nervous, and he was like, "You're good," And so I think getting to know the youth and getting to know the environment has changed things. I'm not stupid, but I'm not scared. Like I'm in the lane God wants me in, so I'm not sweating that. No.
Good for you.
Thank you.
I like that.
Yeah, good for you, because that's not so easy. I'm from this area.
Yeah.
I've lived in the suburbs pretty much my entire life.
Yeah.
And I've served in and out.
Yep.
Now that I'm older, now that tensions seem to be rising, I think I'm more fearful of going in to serve now than when I was 17 years old.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Right?
And nothing has ever happened to me bad.
Yeah.
But I think the rising tensions right now, post Freddie Gray and everything that's happened culturally, I think we're in a tense time right now. So I think people like you, people who are trying to step in and make things better, are so important, more important now than ever. So I applaud you for it, but I also look up to you for having such courage.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way, and I would encourage other people to get out and serve, because I'm not saying that it's not real and that it doesn't exist. What I am saying is that I haven't experienced it, and I'm out there a lot.
And it's possible to shift that perspective, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Highlighting that is important, because I was the same. I grew up in Howard County. My only experience with the city was two things. We used to serve. My mom would bring us down when we were younger to serve. I think it was, what's it called?
Is it a soup
Meals
kitchen?
on Wheels? No.
Our Daily Bread?
Meals on
No,
Wheels.
Our Daily Bread. That's
Daily
what I was
Bread?
thinking of. Yeah.
Okay.
And my stepdad and I, he was a builder. I used to help him, when I got old enough. But he was a builder, and renovated the row homes. And the only reports of the city I would get are had another break-in. Half my tools are gone. You know what I mean? So it's that was my first opinion of the city. And then, things turned around. It's possible to turn that around. We started having fun in the city, man. You know what I mean? Making friends in the city, feeling safe. Like you said, you're not stupid, but you're not afraid. That's how I feel about it today.
Yeah.
And it's less emphasis on the division, the difference, and more let's turn it around. What are we really all upset about? Let's look at that. What, you know what I mean?
Well, and what you hit on, let's turn it all around. How do we do that? What does that look like? So, and that success, that long-term, for me, I see we need to create opportunity.
Yeah.
For a squeegee boy on the side of the road, he's trying to create. He's trying to say, I need to make money. I need an income. I need a job. So he's doing what he knows. What other opportunities can we create?
That's right. That's exactly right. And I think, in the beginning when you were saying, they're mixed thoughts on the youth who squeegee, it really does boil down to opportunities because, if you look at the young men that are squeegeeing, they could be doing other things. They could be selling drugs. Mm-hmm. They could be committing vandalism, right? They're not. They're choosing not to. And so then you say, well, why are you doing that? Well, that's a symptom of a problem. And the problem is opportunity. It's an onion if you peel it back, right? But I can't tell you how many young men I know who haven't completed high school, so we already have a barrier there, right? I know plenty of young men that are reading at an elementary school level, right? That's an issue, right? You've got households that have one parent at home. You've got households that got lots of people incarcerated. So I don't say this to make it feel like it's impossible, but to say that there's stuff behind that, we got to be aware of it, and then, like you said, start creating opportunities.
Yeah.
So, to address the elephant in the room too, the problem is, and how do you kind of distinguish, right, those that are out there trying to really do well for themselves and make a name for themselves or whatever, versus those that take advantage of that situation, right? You know what I mean? That's the elephant in the room here. Right. That's what listeners are going to be like, yeah, but there's this one time where my cousin got robbed because what I mean? That's the reality, right?
Yeah, and I think the goal here is to that person who does have those pre-built up judgments, how can we get them to just maybe consider? To try and think and put themselves in somebody else's shoes. Mm-hmm. And, for me specifically, I empathize in the lack of opportunity. Mm-hmm. The education system is not the same education system we got. It's not the same teachers.
And it's
not
sharing
the same
our opportunities we were given because we were given those. That wasn't,
and then my devil's advocate side says, well, look at all the examples where all the funding was mismanaged, right? Yeah. And then certain things like a single parent household, I can't be a dad, I can't step in and be there. So where can I contribute? Does that mean I donate to the Boys and Girls Club and I go and volunteer there as well? Or does it mean that I go into the city and take sandwiches and just get to know these guys? Where can I take a step in?
See, I like that idea that you had. We were talking before the show about somehow there being a distinguishing, I don't know, sticker or flag or mark or whatever.
So we had this thought, and maybe you can kind of tell us if it could work or if we're crazy here. For people who are standing at the corner squeegeeing, a way to have it be okay. They're allowed to do that.
Let the driver know they're safe.
When you have an open house, you put out an open house sign with an arrow pointing this way, and it's got your face or your team leader's face on it. Right. What if they had their sign, hey, my name is DEZ, and it's basically like an identification, like a QR code where a cop can roll up, scan it, yep, he's legit, it's all good.
Licensed or whatever.
But my first thought was, well, what if somebody steals somebody else's sign, goes and commits a crime with it, they frame somebody else. So there's checks and balances where it's man, that's a good in theory, but until it's mismanaged or something.
Practice.
Yeah.
So is there a way?
I don't know what the solution is in terms of finding a way to make squeegeeing embraced by society, right? And Des may be able to speak on that, but I think at the end of the day, like you're talking about, it's really all of us getting together and figuring out how to even get beyond that, right? Because most of the kids, and I'm not going to say that there aren't young men or youth that have done things they shouldn't, but I can comfortably say the majority are there to honestly take care of themselves and their families. You got kids that are homeless. You got kids that can't eat. This is real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And my goal is as a society for us to figure out solutions like you're talking about, opportunities to move beyond that. And people can help in all kinds of ways, right? I mean, we had the privilege of getting tutoring for a young man who was reading at the third grade level, who was 19, for a 40-hour tutoring session. That's a game changer when you can read, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's certain things we're supposed to have the right, for the pursuit. What is it? Life, liberty,
pursuit
of
happiness.
happiness. And some of these kids don't. This is real, right?
Yeah.
So I think you lean in where you can, and my goal is to create opportunities for people to pour in whatever way they're able to, because I know we're busy, and some of us have different financial situations.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's funny, I'm hearing this, and I want to again go to the audience to say, like, if there's somebody out there with opportunity, with jobs, with transportation, I know that's a big thing, you
Ideas.
know, like there isn't the amount of businesses hiring in those areas that, you know, these guys are going to have to take public transportation to get out to somewhere where they can get a job. So, you know, you brought up Meals on Wheels, and with real estate in Keller Williams, my team, we have the Silver Group, which helps people who are, you know, in retirement communities, transporting them. So like, I know that's a different, you know, niche on what it's focusing on, but if there's anybody out there that can help, that is able to, whether it's donating to the clubs we talked about or coming in and serving the food, like whatever it is that you think you can contribute, we're encouraging you to step in and do that. You can reach out to us. You can ask how to get involved. You can go out on your own. Just please, if you're somebody with a heart to try and make a difference in the Baltimore community, we would be incredibly appreciative of it. And I know that the work would you know, it would pay off tenfold. So, all right, let's get to know you a little bit more as far as like real estate.
Okay.
Because that's like a type A entrepreneur, like, you know, I'm a boss, got to hustle.
Right.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about like your favorite parts about real estate, or how you got into it, or why you're still in it?
Yeah. I'm in it because you get to advocate for people, and it's the most significant financial holding that most people have in their lives. It's serious. I don't know that it's always taken as seriously as it should be. And so I love helping people make really, really smart decisions and advocating for them, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm in it.
Yeah.
Type A.
Represent. Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Type A.
Type A.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can do. Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure. You
Yep.
know, like these transactions are the biggest transactions of their life. So when you're going through hard negotiations, and whether on either side, representing the buyer or the seller, and not everyone is as nice as you in that industry, you know, so you deal with some interesting folk, and it takes some thick skin. Do you love, like for me in real estate, I love looking at homes. Like my favorite client is me, like showing myself houses. Do you love touring homes? Is that one of the factors?
I'm fine doing it. That's not really where my true joy comes from. It really is understanding the contract, how to navigate it, create problem solving, right? I mean, presenting things, it's psychology. It's a challenge. So I like that side of it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And they're all different.
Yeah.
So every challenge is unique.
And because every human's different. Every agent's different, as you know. Every buyer's different. Every house is different, right?
That's why I don't do it full time. It's because all those different agents, you know? No. It's a great experience, and I think everyone should have a thumb or a pulse on real estate.
Yeah.
You know, to just have your foot in is great, but to make it your livelihood is awesome, because you can help so many people.
Yes.
And you get a good deal for somebody, and you're serving. You know, that's what it is.
That's right.
It's just an extension of your service that you do as a job. So congrats for finding something where you can do that. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then what do you do in your free time?
Well, that's a good question. When I'm not working,
You have kids, right?
I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you parents do it. Like, that's
I don't have kids.
okay. You don't. Okay.
Christian's
I don't
got
know
3.
how you do it. Like
Christian's got 3. I don't know how he does it either.
Superheroes.
Yeah, we go to the gym together, and he'll bring him to the gym, and
That's
Uncle
how
Mitch
you do
over
it.
here.
yeah, Uncle Mitch, and you know, we'll show up at the gym. They'll go in daycare, and then we'll do our thing, and then when we're done, we'll like let them go swimming or climb the rock wall. And his kids are outgoing, energetic.
They're nuts.
They're extroverts, major. And when I get in the truck to leave, I'm like, whoo. You know?
I hate you for saying that.
And he's still got homework, bedtime, dinner, like all that. So,
It's a lot.
but what do? You're married?
I'm married.
You travel.
I travel.
Yeah, we've been to one of the same places on the planet, out of the country.
Where?
Banff, Canada.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
How sick. I was going to wear my Banff sweatshirt today. I didn't want to give it away, though.
Oh, so good.
Banff's probably like the coolest place.
It really is.
I went at the end of May, almost June, and Lake Louise still had a thin layer of ice over it. End of May.
Beautiful.
I like Canada.
Oh,
we only
man.
went
It's
once. We
cool.
went skiing at a place called Mont Tremblant near Quebec, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was like a different world, man.
It is.
It is.
Right?
It's like another world
It
up there.
is.
What'd you guys do up there? Just sightseeing?
So we went to a we as me, but my husband came with me. We went to a real estate conference. It was fascinating, a Canadian conference. It but they bring in, big national speakers. However, we had the opportunity to stay at, what is it called, Banff Springs.
Okay.
And there was snow, so we went skiing, all the stuff you do in a winter wonderland.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about any other places you've been to that are super memorable?
We did a road trip out west, so Utah, Arizona, New Mexico. That was definitely memorable.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to Arizona end of this month.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah,
for you.
Flagstaff, Grand Canyon,
yes,
all that. Yeah,
yes,
it's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, before we bring Des on, is there anything you want to make sure that we cover that we haven't gone over?
I just want to encourage people to get out. Like, I read this awesome book. It was written by John Maxwell. Now I of course can't remember the name of it, so this isn't very helpful. But I think it's called Change Your World. And just start. Like, that was the theme of it. Just start. Have hope. Yeah, stuff's messed up, and we can change it. So just get out and do what you can do, because you can really make a difference.
Nice. So just start. I'm going to give some thought to that because I knew this year service I was stepping back into. It's something I've been born with. It's things I've put on the back burner at times.
Yeah.
And I knew 2023 was stepping back into service, and I'm looking for areas where. So I'm going to really meditate on where to step in, and I'd love to help you in your pursuit. So please continue to share on Facebook when things are coming up.
Yeah.
I'd love to get involved and do some of the stuff with you for sure. Yeah.
Amazing.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm really excited about
bring
this
'em
moment.
out.
I don't know if this has ever been done before in the history of the world. We're going to sit down with a Baltimore Squeegee boy, get to know him, see how we can help, and see if there's anything we can do to help make a positive difference. So I want to encourage you to really just take a second and see if there's something you can pick up from this conversation. What one thing can we take to make the world a better place?
Come in open-minded.
Open-minded. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Des. Welcome, bro. If you want to throw the headphones on, they're there for you. How's everything looking on the back end while he's getting set up? Camera's looking good. We may want to rotate a light to try and get some on this side, or do shadows look good in those cameras? Everything looks good? Everything's good?
Cool.
Des, you want to give us a little mic check?
Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3.
1 2 1 2.
Sounding good.
All right, cool. So we developed a couple of questions for you. I'm going to pull them up real quick. First of all, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what area you grew up in?
I'm from Baltimore City over West Baltimore. Grew up over West Walbrook Junction, if you know this. Went to school out in Delaney High School for 6th grade to 12th grade year, and I just felt like the city is like one of the part of my biggest achievements. You feel me?
Cool.
Living out in this county, it was cool and all that, but the city really opened me up more. You feel me? Showed me like who's your friend, who to trust, and really learn a lesson.
Awesome. We're going to dig into that real quick. Jason, we may want to get you to switch your camera over because Des is kind of turning in towards us to like have a conversation with us. I just don't want to cut him off from any of the cameras. So for people listening to the audio only version, just give us just 1 second. Hang out with us as we make a quick adjustment. So Des, what has the city taught you? Like, what have you picked up from being in the city that you're grateful for?
Like, I was one of the kids in the city that needed help. I was like one of the youth that really wanted things, you feel me? I wanted to expand my lifestyle with others, you feel me? I wasn't never the one to keep it to myself. I wanted a team together, you feel me? And growing up, I felt like now it just brought me to the time of day where like I'm a mentor to the youth out here. I gotta show them the right way. Anything I could fail in life right now to this day, they will look up to me and think this is achievement for me or them. Like, no, it's gotta be for yourself. Just make sure you understand. Like, to the youth out here, I try to tell them, it's your lifestyle. Go with your heart. Do the right thing. You feel me?
Nice. Well, thank you for doing that. And when you see that kid or that younger person and you hope for them, like, I hope they are happy, or like, what is your goal? Like, when you see them and you have a heartstring pull towards them, what is the hope?
I feel like the hope is like you give them the energy. You feel me? Cause like without that energy you give them, like I was that one kid that was shy, never wanted to talk to nobody, never wanted to be out there and stand out. And I see that kid to this day, like, damn, that's a version of me.
Yeah.
I be around a lot of people I know, and that kid would be right there not talking to me. He'd be a fan of me, but I sit down, take my time out of the day and speak to a person, see how they is, and like really uplift their life. Some things I say to kids out here make them want to do better and change their lifestyle. Cause like some people come in a messed up place. Like I grew up in a lot of positions where I had to change my lifestyle. You feel me? So
now this might be a hard question, but if you could say one thing to a youth, what would it be, like, to inspire them or give them hope? Or
chase your dreams.
Yeah,
follow
Nice.
your dreams.
I like that.
I have that tattooed on my arm.
Oh my
Chase your dreams. And
gosh.
it's my nephew. His name is Chase, C-H-A-Y-C-E. So I've had that since 2010, and that's really that resonates with me. So, dude, I appreciate you doing the hard work out there, man. Thank you. What does success look like to you?
I wouldn't say it has a look or anything. It's just how people look at you. You feel me? I could do this, and that, everything, but people will look at you like you're a good person. You have to feel it in yourself before others feel it in yourself. You feel me?
Are you talking status? Are you talking prestige? Or are you talking something inside?
Personally inside.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah,
like
I
I know people that would do a lot of achievements in life and do good things, and you would hear about that like in the future and say like some people say they changed, but you can keep it real to the ones that stay the same and kept it real with you. But the ones that change, you gotta really open your mindset, like really think like, damn, what I wanna be known like this, let me continue the path that I got. Cause if I mess up, fall off today or tomorrow, it's not gonna be the same as how others see it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to see it as another person's perspective either, because like this is my life. I breathe and live what I got going on, and no one can control it.
Yeah.
Do you have somebody in the community that inspired you, that when you were a kid, like how you're trying to inspire the next generation, did you have someone like that?
I had a friend. I was a youth. You feel me? I didn't know how to do anything, how to make money, squeeze, you come outside, do the right thing. You feel me? I had good parents, loving parents. I had a friend that rode bikes, and growing up, he'd just want to keep throwing me a bike, and I'm like, damn, that's taking me away from my money, but he opened a new perspective to me doing different things, and I felt like him teaching me the things that I learned today. Basically, I ride with my bike with one wheel. His name Rel, and I knew him since we was kids. Like, he really taught me, like, even if you stay down to what you want, your opportunity is gonna be full open to you in the future. Like right now, I ride with one wheel. I never expect to do it, but he really taught me that, and I'm grateful for the things he taught me, because some people wouldn't have taught me the right things. He'd tell me get out the squeegee corner to ride bikes and have fun. I'm thinking it was wrong for him saying that, but shit, that changed my life, and I see what he was really giving me. You feel me?
Dude, we got something in common. We're both 12 o'clock boys.
Sorry.
What's up, man?
That's the GOAT right here.
Yeah. Nice. Dirt bike, bicycle, both?
Pedal bike.
Nice. You can keep it up?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
May I share something?
Sure.
I'm already
I mean, come on.
interrupting. DEZ is like famous for his whole thing that he does with a bicycle.
Okay.
I mean, it's amazing. You gotta check him out on YouTube. And
Nice.
DEZ has a program to get kids on bikes, which he's not talking about.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Let's get two
So
plugs.
he's
The
doing- Yeah.
YouTube.
Dig it.
Where can we find you on YouTube?
YouTube, most of my fans know me as One Way DEZ. You know,
Okay.
One Way DEZ.
Yeah, go subscribe to One Way DEZ. Go subscribe to Questioning Over Coffee podcast too.
Nice.
There it
Nice.
is.
Clip it. Clip it.
That's
But no, we'll put the link in the description. And then the program. Talk a little bit about that.
I was just out here helping the youth, and I was like, dang, I see these kids out here breaking their neck to get a bike, to do anything, and this is like a time we met before we started working together, and I felt like these kids needed something more than just mentoring, food, and anything that they could grab in hand. You feel me? Mostly I give them food, pieces by 7-Eleven pizzas, motivate them, tell them to stay out the street and do the right things. But my mind slipped one day, and like, dang, I felt like I should do more. There's a guy in New York, he did bike giveaways, and I'm like, yeah, I would love to do that in our city, you feel me? And just off of the mindset I have, I raised over $1,000 on GoFundMe.
Nice.
And due to the love that Mary has, she has a lot of friends that would do anything for me. She went to Walmart, bought like 7 bikes, more than I expected, and I loved it because she let me have the money on GoFundMe, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy, because I wanted to buy more, but my understanding is giving back. You feel me?
Yeah.
The kids loved it. They was going crazy, like it was like they never seen it before, and that was the first time I ever seen it in Baltimore.
Cool.
You're teaching men to fish, not giving them.
Yeah, and like
that's that old thing.
For me, is Spark is like, well, that's a form of transportation. So like a job, it might not be like way out in the county, but like, hey, I can still ride my bike to the harbor, and I can work at wherever. If we did a bike drive, like if they were used bikes, could people donate? And if we got a bunch of bikes together, could we bring them to you?
I would say sure, because I will. I didn't do the bike giveaway last year, Christmas. I did it 2 years ago, but this Christmas I would love to try again. So if you would like to do it, anybody, one way dance.
What if it even isn't like a whole drive? What if it's like 2 people watch this and they're like, hey, I got a bike in a shed.
You feel me?
Can we just bring them to you one at a time?
And the small things count, because like just from me doing the bike giveaway 2 years ago, my mindset want to give away more bikes. Yeah. It ain't even about giving the bikes. I give opportunities to youth out here. They need to learn, even if you get this bike, what's the next opportunity in your life that you could change? You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not just putting things in your hand, but you have to take it and grasp it.
Do something with it.
Yes.
So our first guest said that, Danny McGee, he said, God can move mountains, but you must bring the shovel. Mm-hmm. So that's that statement. Like, where's the next step and what work can we do in it? All right, well, I'm going to try and collect a couple bikes and be in touch with you and even just drop them off and let you do your thing with them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do the next one. If you could go or do anything that you want, go anywhere in the world, do anything, skydive, meet the Dalai Lama, what would it be?
For real, my mind is like really in my heart, for real. I really love the people in this world, you feel me? Without the people in this world, you wouldn't be nothing, you feel me? You have to love your surroundings, love the people that care about you. So like right now, my mindset is the youth. The youth really built me up. It was times where I was looking down and I'm thinking like, dang, I ain't got it no more. And they'd crash into me like, DEZ, come on, get yourself together, man. Come on. We out here. And I got a lot of youth out here that could like speak for me, like this guy did this, but it ain't about what I did, it's about how I changed people's lives. Some people will wake up and say, DEZ, I really look up to you, you's my inspiration, and I tell them, thank you, you feel me, because y'all my inspiration that whole time. There's a lot of places I want to go, but I feel like I could take anybody with me, you feel me, with like, not physically, but mentally, I can take somebody with me. I go to Cali, and any of my fans would love to see me doing my thing and see me like achieving, like anywhere. Like Cali, my favorite place I want to go. Yeah. I love Cali. The air, the heat. There's a lot of things out there that not in here in Baltimore. You feel me?
Yeah. Where specifically in Cali do you have?
Los Angeles.
LA. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We know a couple people out there that live out there, so maybe we'll do something one day where we take you out and meet them. Yeah. That's really cool. Is there, like you said, take people with you? Let's say instead of going somewhere, you could help someone, like whether it's with a bike or so. Is there somebody in your community where you're like, man, if I could just do this?
And I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it. I've done it before, like trips to DC, Philly, New York. Yeah. And the money wouldn't be the problem. You feel me? It's about the heart inside. I'd pay for your ticket to go here and there. It's just like we're gonna have a journey together. You feel me? We're gonna enjoy it, even if I don't enjoy it, I want you to enjoy it more than me. Nice. So like just the youth that been surrounding me, they keep me up to date, cause like I be lost on things like, dang, they getting nicer than me on daily, and I'm like, I'm getting old. I'm getting old.
How old are you, DEZ?
I'm 22.
Oh man.
When I was 13, I didn't have the tricks that I had now. I started like prevailing when I was like 17, 18, coming into like my documentary years. That's not dropping soon, but I'll stay in contact with you.
Enjoy the next 10 years. I'm staring down 32, and I'm starting to feel that.
Right? Yes. You just wake up and you're hurting, and you're like, I didn't do anything.
Like Mitch said, we go to the gym a lot, man, and I'm like, I don't remember hurting this bad. Nah. This is new, man. Like, I don't like this. Like,
but it gives me that energy blast to wake up and keep going every day, because like, I felt like yesterday, my back hurts and stuff, but the next day I gotta get up and ride 40 miles with these kids and stuff and make sure they have a smile on their face. You feel me? Cause like even through the first mile through 40 miles, like I gotta make sure I stay myself. You feel me? I gotta
bring that energy.
Focus, you feel me?
Yeah.
So
well, dude, you're way ahead of your time. You're incredibly mature for 22 years old. You have awesome insight, and I hope that you're supported, with people like Mary and into the future. Like, I hope that you're supported, because I think you are meant to make a big difference in your community. Yeah, man. So thank you for doing that tough work. Now, if you could just like fix something, if something could be fixed, what would it be for you?
Me and Mary was just talking about this in the car, like 2018, 2017. We was working with Mayor Catherine P. with a pop-up car wash, and it wasn't just a pop-up car wash. We was learning business skills, a lot of skills to help us through future plans in our lifestyle. And the problem now I would want to fix is like the youth on the streets, squeezing. Like we had opportunities to get off the streets. We had opportunities to get everyone off the streets. And for me to say this now, like the city did us wrong through by like kicking us back off to the streets. We was under contracts and all that, making $1 million in endorsements and stuff called Squeegeing corporations. And I was like, dang, like I'm right here now.
Is that where they did the water bottles, Des?
No, that was like 3 years later after that. Okay. So like 2018, 2017, we washing cars with the city hall, and our first year we were learning business skills, doing a lot of things, getting a lot of money for real, because like they want us off the corner, but for us to gather, like my mind was like, damn, we got to gather each other on the corner to get off the corner.
Sure.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, and how like they provide opportunity. You said like there's all this money, and it's like, well, you finally gave us like the opportunity here, but what we have to do it so good that you take it away. Like it's finally feeding us, and as soon as we get a taste of like, wow, we could maybe sustain this, it was like it was gone.
What was the reason for taking it away?
Truly, I grew up to bad neighborhoods and bad friends. You feel me? I wouldn't say my friends was bad. I did bad things myself.
We all have.
You feel me? And
Mitch especially.
And for the ones,
I'm not going to deny that.
and for the ones that love the dream and wanted to continue it, I just loved it, because like right now I wash cars myself. I'm not under no LLC or no city name. Right. So like my past thing was like, why not start that car wash back up? It's not the same one, but the same mindset to gather all us up. It took us 1 year to gather every kid in the city. It was over 40 kids by ourselves.
Was it funding, Des? Did they cut funding?
It was nonprofit.
But why'd they take it away?
Because due to illegal things coming in City Hall.
Okay.
Not a lot of metal detectors, you know. Bad kids from Baltimore City, you know.
So if you had a dream job, like if you were like, I want to do this for the rest of my life, do you know what it would be?
Detailing cars.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm calling out Antonio.
You're like Luda from Fast and Furious. You want your own shop. That's it, bro. I like
Antonio, my guy Antonio is going to be a plug. He does incredible work. He details cars. It's called Dream Auto Detailing. I'm going to try and get you plugged with Dream Auto and Antonio. He's a good guy.
So let me ask you a question. So with the squeegee thing, let's like dive into exactly what it is. Okay, explain it. Pretend like you're explaining to someone who's never experienced it, doesn't even know what we're talking about.
Some people
walk them through what happens.
Some people don't like washing their cars. Some people like enjoy the filth, but doesn't have the time to wash their car. It's mostly birds poop on the car and doors and the rims and stuff. But once it hit the windows, y'all have window wipers to clean it off. Some bird poop be too dry to clean it off and they can't scrape off. Some people got back windows, side windows that they don't clean, so we're there to do the extra clean and put the muscle and muscle work into it so we can really clean your window and make sure it's clear. Some people mess your window up, you feel me, not do the job right. And for me, like personally, I love washing cars because I learned that from the city. So like me switching it up for real was like a different drain to me, you feel me? I felt like we had a passion and that passion went away, but I felt like I could open it up more by doing different things and opening my mindset.
So this might be a dumb question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like when you
be careful, it might be.
It probably is a dumb question. No, but like, and I mean, speak for you and speak for everybody, either one, I don't care. But like, do you ask permission when you walk up to their cars, or do you just go at it?
No, I don't ask for permission. I don't, no.
Wait a minute, you asked me.
I don't ask you, I ask how you doing.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah,
the reason I asked that is the obvious, like that could be a sort of a source for the tension surrounding the subject, right? Like
I'll be walking, I'll see you, I'll see you, I'll see you.
Yeah.
There's 3 cars at the light.
Mine's the best. No, I'm just kidding.
I said, how you
Totally
doing?
kidding.
I wasn't even mad about the detail because I would want you to pull over, get your car washed, but I'd be like, how you doing? You good?
Yeah.
And I just say, how you doing to everyone else. Mostly my mindset is not to help me out with $1 so I can do this. Help me out with $1 so I can do this. Help me out. Come on, man. You see me out here starving, I'm hungry.
Right.
I'm not into that because like I feel like my life is put into work. Let's put it to work, you feel me?
And generally speaking, how are your encounters with people? Friendly?
Oh, friendly. Because ever since I was working with the car wash, I was on the news a lot. Some people see me from 8 years ago, and I just smile a lot. You feel me? Your smile bring out your attitude.
You do
feel
got a
me?
good
Yeah.
vibe, so I can
Yeah.
believe that for sure, man.
Yeah.
My thing is this, right? It's like, so I think that could solve a lot of this right off the bat, right? Is like just the direct question, like asking somebody, like,
Sure.
can I wash your windows for a whatever? It doesn't.
Right.
You don't even have to put a dollar amount on it,
Right.
right? Because like I'm the type where when I drive through the city, my heart breaks at seeing all the people that need things, right? And I'm the type where I'll give my last dollar.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the other day, like when I was leaving the show here, getting gas, I gave money to 3 people at the gas station because I just can't help myself. You know what I mean? Like but at the same token, right? There could be that person that's like not in a position to be able to help anybody right now. And asking that question alleviates 2 things. Number 1, the fear. Number
Right.
2, like, sorry, man, like today's not my day. You know what I mean? I
Right.
get paid Friday, like whatever, you know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
it's like,
And my
that
thing
could help
is-
a lot with the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my
You know?
thing is, like, I've been doing it for, like, 14 years. Some people don't think it's a change. Like, growing up, I was in school and out of school squeeging. So, like, when I was in school, that helped me a lot. Parents wouldn't give me a lot of things that I wanted, you feel me? I was going to school with messed up shoes.
Yeah.
I wanted better shoes. I wanted to go squeegee after school.
Yeah.
Come to school next day, fresh shoes, you feel me?
Yep.
Growing up, when I started turning 18 and everybody see me as an adult squeeging, I'm like, it's not nothing different. It's just I have to change my attitude and my perspective to what I do. So I'm keeping it real to myself. So like at the same time, growing up, I was like, dang, nobody want to see nobody squeegee now. So let's switch it up. I love riding bikes, and some people that see me ride bikes and squeezing knew that I invested most of my money into my bikes. You feel me? I invested most of my money into washing cars. I started washing cars for a year now, but when I was 18, that's when I was just having fun. You feel me? It was like fun. I didn't want to do nothing more but fun. But now I felt like, oh, all this money coming in, and I used to work for the city washing cars. Let me save 2 weeks worth of money, a week worth of money.
Yeah.
Go buy some buckets, go buy some soap, and invest in myself. That's one thing we have to do too. You have to invest in yourself.
Yes, sir.
Standing in one place doesn't mean nothing. I can go buy bikes all day and they won't sponsor me. I can go chill and hang with other people and they won't even encourage me to do better, get away from them to do better. You feel me? And it's like your circle is really what you really want to build. I build a circle where I have a car wash. I don't really have to stand in the street and ask somebody to clean the window. I'll have somebody call my phone. I'm getting a car wash inside and out, quick $30. I'm not stingy either. I got my brother with me. Everything 50-50, you feel me? Even if it's $1, we 50 cents, you feel me? And that comes a long way to like trusting who you really love. Cause like I seen some people fight over the stingiest dollar in the world.
Yeah.
Like, and that really brought me to like, who's your friend? You
Yeah.
feel me? Like, yeah.
I like his vibe a lot. Like the one thing we were talking about before coming on is like, how do we attack the stigma surrounding this?
Yeah.
I'm a big advocate for attacking stigma, man.
Yeah.
Stigma is contempt prior to investigation,
Yeah.
right? You don't even know, but
Yep.
you think you do, and you like believe it in your bones. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, how do you turn that around?
I was ready to say, if any of you guys know Mayor Brandon Scott, please tell him open a Squeegeee Corporation right now, because there's a lot of youth that need it and would love to brighten their future up, even if to the ones that's not squeegeeing. This summertime, it's not safe out here. Some kids gonna want to do different things. Most kids want to squeegee. So to the ones that want to squeegee, save your money for like a week straight. Buy some rigs, buy an empty bucket, and find a water source. And take your time with washing cars. It's like washing your body, and you will truly understand like it's an entrepreneurship. Even if it takes you to washing cars to finishing school, taking engineering classes, now you got an electric job. You know where your life started and your passion began. You feel me?
Man, I love hearing you shed light on this. Like,
Yeah.
it's the first step, but like there's so much to learn in it, where it's not just the kid on the corner with the squeegee. Right. You're running a budget, you know, you're picking your like farm area. What corner are you going to be on? You're saving that money, investing in the business. Like there's so much to it. I think so many people can pull from this. So thank you for sharing all this. Yeah, man. Let's switch a little bit and we'll come back to it. But I got to ask, like an Eagles hat in West Baltimore. Do you catch slack for that?
We got to talk about that.
I was a Eagles fan since I was young. My dad was incarcerated, and like me being separated, him coming home and being an Eagles fan, I'm like, damn, that's my dad's vibe. So I'm like, might as well catch on with him. I missed him so much, so we got something in common.
Nice. That's how you guys bond. Yeah. Well, you guys had a good year. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is the truth.
Almost.
Yeah. No, you guys got a good future too.
And things like that, like just like me and my dad, like we had our ups and downs. Like, you feel me? I wouldn't put that in the way of what's really on. You feel me? He can kick me out. He can cuss at me. He can do this, and that. I'ma still have a heart for my father. Some people doesn't have a father or mom and still be heartless, no care for yourself and your family, even if they're not there. You feel me? Yeah. It pushes a long way, because I wasn't trying to say about that, but I love my dad so much where like anything we had going on doesn't really bother me to this day. Anything you got going on with my brother or any family members or any wrong feelings inside, that shouldn't be carried to anyone. You should never hold grudges, you feel me? Grudges is the last thing you want to hold with someone, you feel me?
You always been this way, or is this? Yeah.
And to your point about,
the county like really changed me, because like growing up in the city, I felt like that was gonna be my lifestyle. I seen my cousin become something he was not. He could have been a football player, this and that. But me going in the county, and I played football, riding bikes.
What position?
Cornerback and wide receiver. Riding bikes. My sophomore year, I broke my leg, so I couldn't play no more. And
how'd you break it? Playing?
No, riding bikes. Before I took the one wheel
Fibula, tibula, both. Do you know which bone in your leg? Or?
I think it was the ankle.
Okay, dang.
Both sides, so I had to get knee surgery.
Yeah. Wow.
But like growing up, like being out in the county, it was a lot of opportunities, a lot of strict teachers, a lot of strict mentors out there too. Like you would have mentors outside in the county, and you would think it was weird, but it's like they care. You feel me? Yeah. You need like right now, I care for the youth out here. It's not enough out here. You feel me? I can't just care for 200 kids when their school's being shoot up. Yeah. You feel me? I tell them, watch your back. Don't hang with the wrong crowd. You feel me? So like, you gotta really have a mindset to uplift.
Yeah, dude. Uplift. Wow, you're such a light, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I wish we had more people like this in our city. Some people, a lot of people tell me that, but like I felt like it's there. You feel me?
I'm glad we get to chop it up with you and hopefully bring some light to that and encourage other people to do it too, man. Man, like how can we help? Like, for instance, I want to get my truck detailed by you. If somebody's listening and they want to hire you for that, is there a way to get in touch with you?
There's plenty of ways to get in touch with me. I wouldn't say 24/7. I work now. I'll be there on St. Paul and North Avenue, sunrise to sunset. Usually don't want to watch nobody call after dark due to the neighborhood and how other people treated customers to Squeegeee Boy workers. I would say like Instagram. I'm definitely about to make my LLC soon too, so you would definitely get in contact with me through Instagram.
Cool. What's the Instagram?
One Way DEZ is a group called One Way in Philly. His name One Way Corey, big YouTuber. Okay. And I was just riding around the city and just joined it. You feel me? Like,
who's the big motorcycle guy from Baltimore? He like rides with Meek Mill. He's
I know him, Chino Brass.
Chino. Yeah.
And
do you know him personally?
I wouldn't say know him, but at a young age, like I don't know if he remember or not, if he watching or not. Yeah. I was just on Hilton Boulevard over West Baltimore, and I was so packed up seeing dirt bikes. But one day I seen this guy standing up on a bike, and he was just riding past me. I put my hand up, but I knew somebody was behind him recording him, so I went to his Instagram like a couple days later. I'm like, this guy just Superman the whole Hilton Parkway. Yeah. Hilton Parkway all the way up to Liberty Road, and I remember myself raising my hand. He did this to me, saluted to me, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy, because like some people wouldn't even give you that small time of attention. You feel me? Yeah. But just because I seen his talent and his mindset was on a good plan, I was like, damn. It wasn't like nothing I would chase my dream about, but like I had different plans. Some people tell me ride dirt bikes. Nah, ain't for me. I stick to the pedal bikes because some people see like he blew off a dirt bikes. Well, I can't blow off a pedal bikes. It ain't even me. Just like the community love to see something different.
Yep.
Everybody wanna bond over the dirt bikes. You feel?
And you're staying true.
Yeah.
Staying true to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Chino, that's funny. I've watched a lot of those docs and those videos. He's crazy. So to think that you've seen him is pretty cool and been there in that is probably an awesome energy.
Shout out Monster Energy. Shout out Chino Braston.
Yeah. Anybody else you want to shout out? Make sure that we cover.
Shout out my friend Bradley Page. You know, his birthday was the other day. So like, if he was to make it, Mary would be very happy.
That's birthday cake was for.
Okay, the carrot cake.
Yeah.
The famous carrot
Cool.
cake.
Cool. Shout out my man Bradley. Shout out my mom, my dad, my niece, my nephews, my brothers. Grandma, you know, she's pushing on 83 now, so like she's getting up there. She was like really the backbone to the family, and I felt like if I could do something about it to bring the family together, I could really make a change. You feel me? Cool. And it takes that one person to bring family together too.
Yeah. It takes somebody taking that tough action. You know, it's not always easy to bring everyone together.
I don't know if y'all know, it's called the movie Soul Food, and that kid went way out of hand just to bring his family back. His grandma was going through like crazy things, and the family felt like they was going apart. But that kid was like, I felt like he was like 10 years old, and the things that his grandmother told him, and he brought it in life and brought it to his aunts, uncles, and brought the family together. Cool. So like things like that should be a center to people's life. You feel me? Soul Food. Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I'll check it out. Yeah. I'll definitely watch it. And then one question I want to make sure we ask, and it might be a little tough one, to the person that is scared of pulling up to the red light and seeing guys like you walking up with the bottle. What do you say to them?
I wouldn't say nothing, because some people will be overboard. But like, at least like, when you think I'm asking to wash your window, I'd be like, nah, just roll your window down. And they'd be like, what are you talking about? I got a car wash, you feel me? But to the ones without a car wash.
Even to the people, they're not in their car. They're sitting at home watching this podcast, and they're like, I'm not going down to the city.
Oh, for real. Think about the right thing, you feel me? Because you can see things without even getting your car washed and still understand the prospect of getting to know a squeegee boy.
That's right.
Mary was just talking about something with a guy walking down the street. Me and her was talking, and I feel where she come from. I don't know if somebody after me. I don't know if someone want to do something to hurt someone. You feel me? But I enjoy the surroundings that I built already. So anyone I seen and I built with gonna know it's always good vibes once we lock in. Cool. So like, just like growing up, like I be thinking like walking down the street, you think you fine and stuff, and shots go off. You feel me? You not in the wrong, but you in the wrong. You feel me? So you got really maneuver around it. You feel me? Try to find your way out.
These youth are in war zones. Let's just call it what it is. I mean, we picked up a youth and heard a gun unload. My husband was in the Marine Corps, so he's like foot to the floor, like we're in war. And the young man that was in the car with us didn't even bat an eyelash because it's that normal. I'm not making excuses, but you know what? May I say what I would say to the people? Okay, that are scared. I understand, and I understand fear is real. We're not going to bring change though with fear. And you know, like the sandwiches and everything, it's get to know the youth. Because like what you're talking about, I think that helps break stigma, is when you take a moment to get to know somebody in whatever way that is that you're comfortable doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I resonate with it. And like the youth specifically has a spot for me where I'm like, because I grew up with a very loving, privileged household. And then I also experienced some things that have damaged me over time. So there's like that want to protect.
Yes.
But is there anything we can do for the older generation, for the parents, the grandparents? Is there something we can do there also?
Ask why.
Well, you said a big one right there, right? Ask.
Yeah.
My big thing, what I was going to say is where that fear lives, there's a communication breakdown somewhere, right? Which is why I asked you, like, do you ask them?
Yeah.
Like, do you, you know what I mean? If we can get like a dialogue going, that's the first step,
that's right?
It's
people
like,
used to say, can I wash a window? Like have a shirt.
I was going to say that.
Can I wash a window?
It's not a bad idea, you know?
And what do you think of that, Des? Is that corny or is that cool?
He's laughing. He thinks it's corny a little bit.
For me, but for the ones that I feel like needs the money and needs to change too, it's not corny. You feel me? Cause like some people don't have a voice to speak for themselves. You feel me?
Yeah.
Some people get out there and say, "Oh, this person just jumping on, hitting stuff. I'm gonna hit it too without asking." But some people have a voice to, like, even if somebody pull over, got a gun to your face, you're gonna talk and say stuff like, "My fault, yo, I'm sorry." But have a mindset to say, "Oh, I'm a cleaner for you. If not, you enjoy your day." You feel me?
Yeah, something like that.
That's, yeah.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I think because I've had the examples of saying yes to the window, and I've also had said no.
Right.
And I've not always had a pleasant experience when I say no. A lot of times it's the head nod, or maybe just like a 2 squirt. They'll hit me with a double tap and then just leave the window without washing it. But I've been in a red light where somebody's car got hit with a squeegee, you know, and it's like, I also understand not wanting to go home with a dented car. So is there a way to like put like guards down and say like, I'm approachable, like this shirt, is that,
Right.
or is there?
I feel like if there was like city leaders to get us off the streets, not saying get us off the streets, but to question us, find out what's the problem, put us in business skills. Some of us didn't finish school, so I will be finishing my GED this year too. So I'm proud of myself for the change that I made through life. You feel me? Yeah. And I felt like if we could like have city leaders come together and push things in motion to get us off the streets, have everybody organized, like they had cards and stuff, or like Cash App cards that had our name, Instagram, and stuff on there.
Yeah.
So if someone was to send you Cash App one day, bow, and this guy do something bad, we know we will identify it, you feel me? Without arrest, we will give warnings. You
Well,
feel
I
me?
also think like kind of the making it a better check and balance where it's connected to the payment.
Right.
I'm not going to steal your account and let you get paid. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not going to go falsify.
This guy in the money. Yep.
It's all that coffee.
Yeah, right.
But
No, that's a good point, though.
yeah,
Seriously.
I'd like
That's a
to
good point.
try and see if there's a way, can we like have this happen in a safe manner where you guys can make money, you know? Cause like something you probably, you know, give $5-10, like it's nothing. And if we can get 3 of those people per hour, you're talking $15 to $30 an hour.
Right.
You know, that's decent money to save up and get yourself an opportunity. And, dude, congratulations on working towards the GED.
Yes.
You know, that'll be
Thank
big
you.
for you.
Yes, sir.
Last question. I wanted to ask it earlier, but I didn't want to take you off topic. You detail cars, and it sounds like you like cars. Do you have a dream car?
No, not yet. I ride my bikes with
Dream
one
bike.
wheel.
Okay.
I will get a new
Dream
bike
bike.
today. You guys will give me a new bike. I will take the wheel off,
No
throw it down
way.
the street,
Seriously?
and I will ride through the whole city.
So
with
it's a
one wheel.
unicycle, basically.
Yeah.
Wow.
With the front on.
No way.
Can you ride a unicycle?
I never tried.
If I
I'm
had
sure
one
you'd
for
be
you,
fine,
would you
yeah.
try?
I would try.
I have one on my balcony.
I would try.
that's
I
so
would
really
try.
peculiar.
My roommate has
Probably
one.
the most random thing you could ever
Yeah,
say.
and we're like getting ready
A
to
unicycle
move,
on a
and it's
balcony.
sitting out on the balcony. And I'm like, this is just gonna get rusty. Like, why is this still out here?
And when
Whose is it?
It's Taylor's.
From where?
That's a great question. I might have a unicycle for you, Des. Well, I seriously, guys, thank you so much for coming on. I had a blast doing this.
Yeah.
Mary, thank you for the work that you're doing. This didn't happen without you. Des, thank you for being the young
Anytime,
man that
anytime.
you are, man.
Keep
I wish
grinding,
you.
keep
Yes, sir.
grinding.
Yes,
I wish
sir.
you so much success, and I hope blessings and opportunity just open for you.
Yes, sir. Same for you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is there anything else we want to cover?
I would just say, you know, we're asking these youth, if we're being real, to climb Mount Everest without an oxygen mask. Let's give them an oxygen mask and get them up.
So take
right?
the step.
Yeah, let's do it.
Provide
right?
some help.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so thank you guys for checking out this episode of Questions Over Coffee. This was incredible. I had so much fun. We're gonna do some deep thinking from all of this, see like where we can get involved, what we can do. So keep coming back. We're gonna give you updates. Des, we want to stay in touch with you, man, and just kind of see how your life unfolds. Maybe when you graduate or the GED, we'll bring you back on.
Yes.
When we do the bike raising for Christmas, we'll bring you back on or something. And Mary, you're always welcome here. So if you ever have anything you want to plug, anything you want to bring on and promote, please, the door is open.
Thank you.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
a blessing. Thank you guys for doing this.
Before it's
our
over, I
pleasure.
just want to say one more thing to the youth out in Baltimore City. Keep chasing your dreams. You know it's on this tattoo, so
There
just
you
keep
go.
chasing your dreams out here. There's nothing out here to do is chase your dreams. Just keep going. There's nothing more no one want to see you do is fail as chasing your dream. You feel me? Keep chasing your dreams. Keep looking up and keep moving forward.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
you know what it is. It's CYD, Chase Your Dreams. This is the latest episode of Questions Over Coffee. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, throw a comment down in the section below. We're going to read all the comments, but we will see you on the next one. This is it. Peace.